Hey, it's Dr. Charschan. One of the things a lot of people have problems with is a very tight psoas muscle. Now, the psoas is the largest and most powerful muscle trunk in the body. It helps us stand, it helps us move. Without the psoas muscle, we wouldn't be able to walk. Think filet mignon. That's the psoas muscle. It's a very powerful muscle. It runs deep internally into here, ends up going through the hip, and inserts into the inside of the hip over here. It's very important in posture. So if the psoas muscle tightens up, you might actually have secondary problems in the shoulder. So the muscle exercise that I'm going to show you today is actually a psoas stretch. So with the psoas stretch, you do it slowly. I'm going to show you how to do it in a couple of different dimensions. And I'd like you to try this, and I think you might find it very effective. Now, to do the psoas stretch properly, the first thing you want to do is you want to get into a fencer stance. So if I get into a stance like this, the psoas that I'm going to stretch is actually right up in here into my right groin. If I put the other leg forward, I'm doing the left groin. The second thing that I want to do is, as I do this, I want to get up on my toes and I want them to let the knees bend a little bit. So I don't want to have everything locked up in here. So I want it to kind of bend a little bit. So I want a little give in my hips. As I'm doing this, and I'll come around to the front and show you, as I'm doing this, I'm going to bring this over. I'm slightly onto the ball of my feet. And the next thing we're going to do is I want to have my hips straight. So I want to have it level. I don't want it rotated because then I'm not going to get a good stretch into it. The next thing we're going to do is I get up on my toes just like this. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the arm up. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to show it to you from the front. I'm going to get in here just like this, get on my toes just like this, bring the leg forward a little bit, and I'm going to bring the arm up. As soon as I'm doing this, I can feel the psoas muscle beginning to engage, and I can feel the tension on there. And what I want to do is I want to continue bringing my arm up and bringing my up farther and farther and farther until I can get it above my head and above my shoulder. Once the arm is all the way up, I'm getting a pretty good stretch into there. Now if I want to extend the stretch, all I have to do is move my front leg a little bit more forward. So now I'm moving a little bit more forward. So now I've got even more stretch. To further stretch the psoas and to stretch in a secondary dimension, I'm going to bring my arm out. And you'll notice that as I do that, I'm having a harder time bringing the arm up because it puts more tension on the psoas. As I'm doing this, I'm going to start to rotate my body. And as I do this, again, you'll notice it's getting harder. So you want to maintain this position and you want to go ahead and rotate. And as we're doing this, it puts even more stretch into the psoas. Now to adequately do this, again, keep your knees so they're not locked up and you want to rotate. Now as I'm rotating, you're going to feel the muscle starting to let go. And what we want to do is we want to clear the path into here. We want to open it up. We want the muscle sliding through here. So as I'm doing this, and you can see, it's not the easiest thing to do. You get the arm up, you rotate, and I'll show it to you from the side here. So we'll get the arm up, and we're going to rotate. And my arm's like this, and it's this position, keeping the arm straight up over my head. Now, if this stretch takes you 2-3 minutes to do, that's fine. Don't force it. And then once we get it and we get into rotation, you're going to notice a significant difference in how it feels in the upper body. You might even feel some releases in the back as it loosens up. Then you should do the other side as well. And that's how we do a psoas stretch.